Okay, let's look at exam 3B, problem number 7. Right. So I said that the car rental agency rents 300 cars at the regular rate of $40 per day. For each dollar increase in rate, 3 fewer cars are rented. At what rate should the car be rented to maximize revenue? All right. Alright, so since we're trying to maximize revenue, so let's try to come up with a formula for the revenue. First, we have to come up with a variable. So variable x, right? So this is going to be the increase. So this is going to be a dollar increase. Maybe I should say, I'll say number of $1 increase in rate, right? Then let's come up with the revenue function. All of x is equal to, all right, so you start out with $40 per day, so I'm gonna use 40. Then you have x dollar increase, so probably write it x, right? So this is going to be the rate, right? Then multiply by number of cars rented, right? At the regular rate, it's 300 cars, right? But you're going to have 3 fewer cars for each dollar increase, so it's a negative 3x, right? So this is the number of cars rented, all right? So that's the revenue function, and we want to maximize this function, right? So let's take the derivative, right? R prime of x is equal to, right, derivative of the first guy is 1 times the second, so 300 minus 3x plus, right, first guy, so it's 40 plus x times the derivative of the second, which is going to be negative 3, right? So let's combine that, simplify that. You have negative 3x here, so you have a negative 3 multiplied by x, so you have a negative 3x minus 3x, so it's negative 6x, right? Then you have 300 here, and negative 3 times 40 would be negative 120. So 300 minus 120 would be 180. Right? Then we can set that equal to 0 to find the critical number. Right? First, subtract 180 from both sides. So you have a negative 6x, which is equal to negative 180. Right? Then we can just divide through by negative 6, so that x is equal to 30. All right, so we need to have a $30 price increase so that we can maximize the revenue. So the price that we are looking for would be, right, remember the rate is 40 plus the increase, so it's going to be 40 plus $30 increase. Oh, actually, before we do that, we should make sure that this is actually gives you the maximum. All right, let's do a number line first. All right, sorry about that. All right, so x, and here is the critical number 30, and we look at the r prime. All right, let's try something like x equals 1. All right, you see that it's negative 6 times 1 plus 180, so that's positive there, right? And if you try something bigger than 30, so let's try 40 or something, right? If you put 40, and negative 6 times 40 is negative 240, plus 180 is going to be negative, right? So we know that revenue function before 30, x equals 30, is increasing, right? After 30, it's decreasing, right? So we know that at x equals 30, you have a maximum, right? So the price we want to have is $40 is the regular base price, but we want to add actually another $30 to make it $70, right? That is the best price to maximize the revenue, right? That's it. I hope that this was clear.